Hello everyone, welcome back, 7 Days to Die. So this is the first episode that I am back in here recording after I did I did about 2 weeks worth of videos so I could get through like the release of Battlefield and stuff. So in that time, there's been some discussion about, obviously I've been using my sledge a lot and, some of those episodes I had seen that yes, using my sledge was twice as fast, but it gave me half as much stuff. So some of the stuff, if you use a claw hammer, like on the little iron stuff, actually will be just as fast and give you twice as much. And then the same thing with the pick and the axe. So I went ahead and I made a pick and an axe up here so we can have it, based on your guys' input. And I think to my side, I'm going to say I was using the sledge, one, because I thought it would be fun, something different. I usually, as soon as I get guns, I just start using weapons. The other thing is, no matter how much I was using this, I was actually ranking up my blunt weapons. But you guys are right in the fact that because I'm trying to collect... Oh, you know what? While we're talking about this... I got cement. I can have this stuff. We got to keep making this as we go. So we need some more crushed sand. We need more stone. But you guys are right in the fact that it's like, hey, if you're trying to, get all this stuff put together, then you need to be more efficient with it, getting more per hit or whatever. So appreciate the input. It's totally true. I was just using this because I thought, I've played so much 7 days. I thought it'd be fun to be like a sledgehammer playthrough almost. You know what I mean? But I've ranked up the blunt weapons so far. The other thing is, I think I have I have 35 skill points. Let's look at blunt weapons. Blunt weapons are actually at 69 of 100. And I've almost maxed these. So Pummel Pete is basically using less stamina, and breaking and entering is actually like can one-shot doors to get through and safes and things like that. Now because I've got a lot of this stuff, I'm gonna say this needs it needs 80. Oh. 80, huh? If I go to 80 and I buy this and that, oh my gosh, I just used all those points to max this out. So 5 of 5 on Pummel Pete, 5 of 5 on breaking and entering, 80 out of 100 on blunt weapons. Now I've got 4 points. Now for me, usually what I do when I have odd number is I'll just put it into scavenging and just keep, help rank up your scavenging that way. One of the other things was, just not even like 15 minutes ago, friend of mine suggested maybe showing more. You know how I just show the day and then I cut, and I do so much stuff at night. Like I'll literally stay out like at the boulders till it's almost go time, and then I go inside. And suggested maybe I show more of that, which I would like to do, because like this, I built this. I used up the last of my rebar frames, and I ran out of cement, and I did this as well as starting to put in the spikes on this. This is going to be the garage. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show some more of that kind of stuff, and hopefully it's not I caution to say boring. Some people say, oh, this is boring, but all right. So, I guess we could do another test on this. So we're going to test this block right here and see how much we get from it. So, the one thing you got to keep in mind is my sledge is pretty high level blue, and I'm just barely 300 on my pick and my axe. So that yielded me 25, and then obviously I got the raw iron from that. So let's take the sledge. And in 2 hits, it gave me half as much. gave me half as much. It only gave me 12. So it's half as much, just like you guys said. I think that that deer's like, yeah, right. I think that it's, I don't know. I've got the weapon, I've got the sledge ranked up enough now to where I don't need to use it to rank. But the cool thing is, the other thing I was trying to do was to keep a less amount of tools on my hotbar so I could have either more weapons or have room for when I'm out venturing around. Now maybe it might be a good idea to say, okay, well let's use that. Let's say when you go on like an adventure, don't take your other stuff, just take your sledge to break into stuff because you're not actually mining. So that might be a good idea. But even though this is slower doing it this way, you're yielding twice as much. So I agree with you guys 100%. So if you are trying to collect stuff to build, then definitely use the appropriate tools. See, because you got to remember, this is a tool, right? And this is considered a weapon. So the difference is you may be able to wield a weapon faster, but you're gonna get a lot more from a tool. And like right now, I need stone, so there's no reason to use. There was a reason to use it. It did really help me rank. I mean, it got up to level 69 on blunt weapons from using it on everything. And I could tell you that like an iron door, like the get into a place like that, it will one-shot an iron door now because of that breaking and entering perk. It's really cool. So if you're trying to like escape maybe from a zombie or something, or a horde of zombies, and you need to break into or out of something, and you've got, see, my mining skill's only 15. So we can start working on the mining skills now, which is going to do nothing but help us, right? It's going to help us. Stamina's doing pretty good. It barely uses any stamina on this bad boy. Look at that. It goes to, I'm so used to that sledge swinging and it's like eroding it away. But one of these blocks like this, you're going to see how much it actually yields us. It's a lot. It's a lot, especially when you use the pick. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna mix it up a little bit. One thing we're gonna do is mix it up a little bit based off your suggestions, using these different tools instead of just the weapons. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you. It is day 21, by the way. So I would have showed you this night regardless. But we're gonna show a little bit more of maybe like a site. You know how I've been cycling just days. We're gonna cycle days and some of the nights, especially when I have a lot to do. Now, I have like 3 or 4 or 5, 6 gunpowder right now. That's all I have. I need to go find some coal and some potassium. I need to get to where I can make a lot of bullets. I need to get some gunpowder. We're going to break just this one stone, and we're going to take it back inside and see what we can get going on the... Alright, see, just this. We already went up 2 levels. We're going to get going on making some more concrete mix and some rebar frames to continue on the house. Now, here's another thing I had in mind. This area here is cool. It's pretty neat, right? I like it just because it's unique. But I'm going to say what I'm going to do is build at least 2, if not maybe another one. For right now, we're going to say 2. So if I find another area that I really like, I'm going to build another house. So we'll have... This could be our home base, because we're kind of in the middle of the map. I'm going to show you. This is the middle of the map right here. And we are, oh, you know what? My next skill points I'm going to spend on the treasure perk, because E and BP both, oh, and BP was the friend I was talking about that suggested showing some more. Forgot to say that. So both E and BP suggested to go, the treasures are worth it. We have one here, and I thought we had maybe another one. But either way, this is the center of the map. This can be, the reason why I like this place is the way it looks, but also it's relative to these 3 military bases here, which yield you some pretty cool stuff. Not only military clothing, but weapons and things like that. Plus, we're working on our scavenger. Scavengers, I forget what it was. So we're getting close to 60. I think we're at 54, and we might be at 58 now, based off those skills we just did. So we're almost done with this particular boulder. I just go down flat. You could keep going down to the ground if you wanted to, but you can see I still have more boulders over there. Pretty nice having the boulders right close. Now, it should get pretty crazy, day 21, but here's the... I have 131, I have 64, and then I think I have a couple hundred shotgun shells, and I haven't been using the shotgun. I thought I just heard something next to me. We'll get this, we'll go back up there, and then we'll go on a little adventure looking for coal. Now, I thought maybe over there we saw some coal and potassium. Gotta do that. What would be cool is if in the chemistry thing, you could make like penicillin and things like that. All right, we leveled up 3 levels on one boulder using this, and we end up with almost 900 stone and 74 iron, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. I would have only got probably 450 out of that with just using the sledge. So something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind. But I think up to this point, we did a good enough job with the sledge to where... Alright, we've got 100 of those. And we need this and this. And then we'll make more cement. Our concrete mix as much as we can. So we need more crushed sand. Now, the cool thing about the crushed sand is, if you're close to a derelict area, I guess we could melt this iron down, and we'll put the glue away, and we'll put this away. I'll show you what. Oh, we have 11 gunpowder. So I have over 300 bullet tips, 300 casings, but no gunpowder, and only 14 nitrate. 215 shotgun shells. We do have 300 10 millimeters. We're basically out of 9. As soon as we get to build this AK, it's going to be a really good AK. So I'd like to get searching some areas to find more AK parts. Like back out to the military bases. Maybe after we survive, hopefully survive, this particular night, we will go back to the military bases. So I got these lined up. These are not reinforced with steel yet. This is just the scrap version. That's fully maxed on scrap. The next thing it wants is steel. So we got that going for it. Now, over here in the backyard is the derelict stuff, right? So this stuff here yields us rock and sand. The sound it's making makes me think it wants a shovel. Right? It's kind of... That's the sound that it makes when it wants a shovel. I'd be curious to see what this would yield, if it would yield us more with a shovel than with a pick. I think it would go faster, but I don't know if it would yield us any more. Interesting. I do have a shovel up there. A nail gun, receiver, wrench, and electrical parts. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Alright, maybe we'll grab our shovel. I really wanted to get some more... I wanted to make more Magnum rounds, is what I wanted to make, but like I said, 11 gunpowder. We need a lot more gunpowder. Let's take a quick look while we're up here at the chemistry bench to see if... There's some cool recipes in the chemistry bench. I suggest making your gunpowder in this. Because there's 2 recipes for gunpowder. Okay? See these 2? The one here with no marking is 2 coal, 2 nitrate powder. The one here in the chemistry bench is 1 and 1. Okay? So I think that this will yield you more. That's kind of my guess at that. I'm guessing at that. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it will yield you more. I say more, it'll use less to make the same amount. Okay? Alright, 181 on that. Wow, look at that. It broke down to another 181. How weird is that? We're going to put this in here because... Oh, we still have a lot of stone in here. Alright, on this one, let's do some more cement. That's a lot of cement. 268. Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep that going. Trying to multitask, you know, at the same time. Alright, we got a shovel here. We'll go down there again and hit it with the shovel. I think I could jump down here without breaking my leg. Oh, yeah. Don't go breaking your leg. I won't break my leg. Hopefully not. Now, the other thing is, I just did this at the beginning of this, start of this. What I've been doing is, for video purposes, you know, along... Yeah, okay, see, the shovel one-shots it. I think it's yielding the same amount, but it gets through it quicker. So when you hear the sound, you can tell the sound of what tool it wants you to use. When I was hitting it with the pick, you could tell it was like hitting dirt. Even though it's giving us sand, it's going to yield us a lot more, or a lot quicker doing it this way. And it's at least the same amount, if not more. I mean, we just did this little part, and we've already done a lot more. So look at that! Look at that wall under the ground. Look at that! How cool is that? Let's dig along this wall. I like that. Looks cool. So this stuff is really good because, one, it gives you the crushed sand that you need, but it also gives you some stone along the way. It's like we were digging up the road a little bit. It's really good. Really good way to do it. So this is derelict ground. That's what this is back here. So if you have a derelict city area or derelict biome, definitely dig in there to get your stuff. Because you can see what it's doing here. You just go around a little bit and you've got enough to make a whole house full of concrete. I love it. Love it. That wall looks really neat. I like that. I didn't realize that goes underground like that. It's pretty cool. Probably shouldn't do a big hole by that gate, even though I come through. Alright, so mining tools level 18. We're ranking our mining tools along the way. Go back this way, get ourselves a little bit more. We're going to have a lot to work with here. Pretty quick, too. Oh, so what I was saying was, based off the videos and recording times, you know, I shoot for like 25 minutes to 30 minutes, because I like to treat this as like one of those half-hour shows that you watch on TV, you know? So what I was doing was, I had it set to 60 minutes was the day-night cycle. And as much as the highest levels I could, being on the day and not the night. So the nights would be shorter, days would be longer. Now, it ends up being... It's a little bit long if I'm going to be running day and night type videos. So I switched it from 60 to 50 minutes. So 50 minutes now is my day-night cycle. Look at that. It actually yielded us more stone than crushed sand. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting way to do this. And then if you've got a really good shovel, I mean, this shovel it's one-shotting it, but I guess if you had even a better shovel, I don't know if a better shovel gives you more, if it just makes it faster. I don't know how it could be any faster than one-shotting it, right? Look at, I'm almost making it a perfect second level here. This is good stuff right here. So we're going to build two different places, and what the other base I want to do, we're going to have to look around, obviously, and find a... Did I get rid of that wrench? No, I still have that other wrench here. This car is kind of in the way. Might as well get it out of my way now. Get out of my way, man. As soon as we get some points, enough points to buy into the treasure chest, we'll go get both those treasure chests. That'll be a pretty cool little adventure in itself. This is going to really help finish this house off. Let's say house, base, whatever. It's more like a base than a house. Like I'm in a house right now. Like to me, a house is something. All right, we have 5 skill points. To me, a house is something where you just kind of put your bed down and store your stuff. A base is a place of operations where, you know, you're pretty secure in there. I'd be curious. By the time we finish our base, I'm going to say it's probably going to be day 28. You know, we'll be able to really test it out. Now, I did finally go into that hotel, and there's nothing really in there but rooms. But you can go all the way to the roof. And on the roof, there was a big metal, antenna tower. And I took that down with my claw hammer, which yielded me a lot more. It yielded me double the amount of iron than it would with the sledge, because I tested it. And I tested that on You Always Win as well, so hitting it's actually quite fast with the claw hammer, so that's another thing to keep in mind. The iron sitting on the ground, don't use the pick on that, like this iron here. This is what I'm talking about right here. So if I hit that with the sledge, say it gives me 5. If I hit it with the claw hammer, it gives me 15. And it's 2 hits. Like 2 hits. It's something you need to keep in mind. You got to weigh the amount of time it takes to get it versus the yield that it will give you. And 2 hits and 15 scrap versus 1 hit and 5 scrap. I think it's 1 hit and 5 scrap with the sledge. And then it can't be any better with the pick. We're going to try it, though. We're going to test that theory out. We know it's 2 hits and 15. That should be enough of this. Oh, look at that. Oh, I was going to say I stopped at 1,000. No, I've got plenty of this. Plenty of this stuff now. I'm out of rebar frames. I'm going to need to make some rebar frames for sure. But we'll do that later. We'll do that at night when we're scared. I guess I'll try and camp it out in here at night. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Let's put the 1,000 in there. And the 1,000 there. 1,000 there. Alright, we are making some cement. Go over here and make more concrete mix. Alright. I think we're doing pretty good here on resources now. Oh, we have more cement here. Let's do that. Alright, perfect. So that'll be working. We have 6 concrete mix, but we're making what? 206, 181, 213. We're making a lot of concrete mix now. Now what we need is rebar frames. I don't think I need 500 rebar frames. Let's go with... what do we need? Let's just do 200. Why not, right? We'll do 200 of those. Alright. Let's get rid of... That goes with this. We're getting close to actually making a nail gun, oddly enough. Let's see. What does it take? Takes a frame, nail gun parts. Okay, so I think that we don't have nail gun parts. We have a frame, a battery, and a receiver. We need nail gun parts, and we'll actually be able to assemble my first nail gun. I haven't assembled one. I did the ones where before it was like you had to find the nail gun by itself. Alright, and then we'll get rid of this guy. Am I hungry at all? Hungry hippo? Again, if you want to rank your health and your stamina up, run around, adventure, and eat as much as you can, because every time you eat, you see this wellness number, 0.8, depending on what you're using. Like, meat stew is actually 1.6. So if you've got meat stew, it's way better as far as the wellness goes. But eat as much as you can whenever you're hungry, and that's going to help increase your health and wellness. It's going to help increase your health and wellness. All right, 1703. Let's run over here real quick. See if there's anything over here. I thought I had drove over a couple things right over here with the mini bike. Not 100% sure. Maybe I may have stopped and got him. Athletics level 32. I wanted to look in the chemistry station. I forgot to look in there, see if there's any way to make nitrate. I don't think there's a way to make nitrate. I mean, if there was, they probably wouldn't do that because it would make it too easy to get gunpowder then at that point. Here's a little trail here. I wonder where this leads to. I do have, I'll show you my, I have a box, a storage chest just for stuff I'm putting in for the trader. So when I go to the trader, I have all this stuff to take to sell. Facial piercings. Okay. Not sure I wanted facial piercings, but whatever. The good thing about battling at night with zombies is the rank that it's going to help give us. Festering doucher. He's a festering doucher. If we can get enough points through the night on day 21, then we can buy our treasure stuff and go look for that treasure stuff. Alright. A little backpack action. Mother. Oh, hello. What happened to your head? Man, I really like the sledge. I remember a while ago, a lot of people like, oh, use the sledge. And that's kind of what, like, I started using that. I really was enjoying smashing faces with it. Now with it, like, ranked the way it is, man, it's pretty powerful. Alright, 18, we ought to start thinking about heading. Nice, dude. Nice tree stump. Telling you guys, tree stumps are super good. Alright, we can grab this food, I guess. Somebody's doing corn around here, huh? Start making some interesting things. Get corn. You can do a lot in the chemistry thing. Get some goldenrod. Since it's here. Start thinking about some different teas. Some different things that we can do. I'd like to venture into that chemistry thing and see what kind of cool stuff we can do. Because I think, like, some of you guys have talked about that, like, some of the teas and stuff are going to be better than the beer, you know, at this point. Oh, nice. A green flashlight in there. This is a nice little camp, huh? All right, get some more tea, goldenrod. All right, we're about done for this episode. What we're gonna do though is definitely I'm gonna go back now because I want to. Wow, dude, I just one-shotted the big guy. We're gonna make sure we're geared up for the night, and we'll come back and I'm gonna do a full episode of nighttime. I might. Let's see if I've got flashlights, so I'm probably gonna do the nighttime outside, so I can just kill as much as I can. Have them not attack my place, and see if we can rank up. And then, if we rank up enough, we'll go tomorrow, the next day, day 22, and we'll go get some treasure. Treasure! See, what did we get there? We got, I want to show you. Oh, I have night vision. We could use the night vision. I'll put it on. I remember it being kind of ugly, but it might be kind of cool to fight at night, one night, with night vision on out here, instead of using my helmet light. Do I even have a helmet light on? No, I got that military thing from those guys. All right, well, that's good. Military helmet and night vision goggles. Now, if the night vision's bad, we'll just end up selling it at the trader. All right, I'm going to close this up. I want to show you guys real quick before I get out of here my trader thing. So when you find good stuff, this chest here is just for the trader. So you can see what I'm collecting. I've built up these shotguns to sell, and every time I get something for the sawed-off, I'll upgrade the parts on one of these. Like, I'll try and get this 390 up over 400. I got extra stuff here, which I might keep if I'm going to build another place. But the good high-level clothes, boots and stuff, and these nuggets, I found this hat inside the motel or hotel across the street. Sell all this stuff to your trader. Put stuff that you're going to sell in a separate chest, and it makes it easier then to no, like, all right, I'm going to make a trip to the trader. You take everything that's in there, go there, along with your money, right? You take your money. We have $2,600, our coins, whatever it is. All right, we're going to come back next episode, day 21, night vision, weapons outside. Stay tuned.